Singaporeans love bubble tea, right? What if I told you that all around Singapore, there are many secret hidden taros all around? Like, really, it's all around you. Well, let's find out about that in our little red jungle.
Wow, look, now there's so many plants and animals.
Most of you know that in Singapore, we have different kind of fruit trees all around the neighbourhoods. We have banana trees, durian trees, coconut trees, jackfruit trees, and many more. But I confirm you that there are many hidden fruits and vegetables that you have probably walked past without knowing what they are. So today I'm going to travel all around Singapore to share some of these plants with you. And we're here in our first stop, Dairy Farm Nature Park, where we actually have 2 of such plants right here. Hey! I literally just walked into the nature park and here we are, we found our first plant. And this here is the elephant ear plant, also known as the taro. So these are commonly found in our nature reserves and you can occasionally find them in our neighbourhoods as well. And they are actually 2 different but very similar looking plants that occasionally go by the name elephant ear plant. Mainly the regular taro over here and the clearly larger giant taro. And they're recognized by their large heart-shaped leaves, which is why they're called elephant ears. And as eye-catching as these huge leaves are, or this fruit here that has already been eaten by animals, the real goods lie underground, where the real taro is at. And the taro is actually the same taro that goes into your taro milk tea or your favorite local dessert, orni. And the giant taro, on the other hand, is cultivated as a vegetable. But that doesn't mean you should take all your shovel and dig all these taro up. Because aside from it being illegal, these yams are actually toxic if not prepared correctly. So you know what? Don't keh kiang. Leave it to the professionals to handle your yam products. Okay, now I got that out of the way, let's find the other plant in this park. Look at that. Okay, after about an hour and a half of walking and trekking, we finally found this pink bulb over here, which is actually the plant that we're looking for. And I'm sure that some of you have walked past this not knowing what these are. And these are actually gingers. So there are actually many different kinds of ginger, and this root spice from the supermarket is just a specific kind. And this one right here in Dairy Farm Nature Park is the torch ginger, or aka the rojak flower. So if you have ever peeked into a rojak store, right, you'll probably see this pink flower bud. And that pink flower bud is actually this. Okay, but many people overlook that pink flower in the rojak store because everyone's looking at the youtiao instead. Well, similarly, a lot of people walk past this plant not knowing what this is. And they do not know that these ginger flowers are what goes into your food. And so as I've mentioned, Singapore actually has many different kinds of ginger plants all around. And some of them are even planted as ornamental plants around your HDB areas. So take for example, as I transition my way to a neighbourhood nearby. And this similar looking flower is red in colour, and this is the red button ginger. Now, although I couldn't Google a dish that uses this specific ginger, this flower bud here is actually medicinal, and they are used as an ingredient in medicines that treat high blood pressure, bladder disorders, and ear infections. And if you'd like to know more about ginger plants, there is a ginger garden down at the Singapore Botanic Gardens. Not a sponsor. But that place actually houses several hundred species of gingers, including the critically endangered Singapore ginger that can only be found in Singapore. But speaking of sponsors, here's an ad. Being a one-man nature film crew for Little Red Jungle is tough work. From stalking animals, to editing, and to designing animations, a lot of time and work goes behind the scenes for each of our videos. But all of it is worth it because I've got big dreams for this channel. Dreams of having Little Red Jungle become a legitimate educational video production entity in Singapore where I can hire a crew not just to produce more videos, but even better videos. And helping us get closer to this dream, I'd like to thank our sponsor, you. So if you like what we do here on Little Red Jungle and you would like to support us, join me on my brand new Patreon at patreon.com/Little Red Jungle. By contributing, not only will you help sustain this channel through our daily expenses, you would also help strengthen our voice for the nature in Singapore. Remember, we can't protect something we don't know about, and so we need to have more Singaporeans care about the hidden wonders in our local forests. So come join me once again at patreon.com/littleredjungle. On a side note, the first 50 patrons will get a set of exclusive Little Red Jungle stickers. Okay, now back to the show. Hey, thank you sponsors. And you know what, in a span of that 1.5 minute ad, I miraculously travelled all the way here to our final location, Pasir Ris Park. But for this plant, you don't need to look for anything underground because instead, I want you to look up. Although they aren't fruiting right now, these are actually dragon fruit plants. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but dragon fruits are actually cactuses. And you'll know that this is the case because the plant has no leaves, but instead they are just this thick, succulent, spiky stems. Although most people think that cactuses can only grow off the ground, dragon fruits are actually climbing cactuses that grow well on trees. And that is because they have aerial roots. Okay, but to be honest, they are probably up there because some bird ate some dragon fruit and then put all over the tree lah. But thanks to these birds, it is also why these dragon fruits can be found all around Singapore, from Ang Mo Kio to East Coast Park and to here all around Pasir Ris Park. But yes, just like these dragon fruits, all of the plants today are all secretly around you in Singapore. Especially since taros and gingers are all underground and your dragon fruit just green hanging down there, thousands of people walk past these plants without knowing that these are the ingredients to your favourite food. And now, I hope you have a greater appreciation for all of these secret plants. So that marks the end of this episode. Follow me on my other social media platforms and subscribe to watch more videos of our local ecology. And also, now you can support me on Patreon. Well, thanks again for watching, and remember, keep your eyes peeled because it is a jungle out there. Bye-bye.